What's going on, everybody? This is One Step to Wealth TV, and we are coming back at you again with another mining video. Today, we're going to talk about mining AVAX with your laptop using your CPU or your GPU. But we're going to get into it right after the intro.
Freedom. You must train your imagination by fully understanding the workings of your mind.
All right, so now we're getting into it. Today we are going to be talking about mining AVAX. Now, if you've been a member of this channel for quite some time, y'all probably heard me talk about, y'all have heard me talk about AVAX in reference to VPND and mining VPND and converting it over to AVAX. Like, that was the easiest way. And I definitely believe in AVAX as a token itself because of subnetting. Now, I'm just going to briefly go into that just a little bit, but I'm not going to go too in depth in that. We'll save that for another video because we're just going to be going into mining, right? But I'm just going to pull it up for you. And let's look at the token here. AVAX, which I usually talk about this particular token on the Trader Joe decentralized exchange. That's really where I look at it at. But it's also, you can look at the listing on CoinGecko. But I'll take you guys over to Trader Joe real quick. Trader Joe XYZ. Whoops. My bad. Okay. TraderJoeXYZ.com. We'll put it in night mode just to save our eyeballs. Okay, so you got Avalanche right here. Of course, is the these are the networks that's on there. You got BNB Chain, Arbitrum, and AVAX. All right, Avalanche. And you could farm here, stake land, and all sorts of things, pool money together, create your own liquidity, all sorts of things like that with Trader Joe. But we'll go over that in another video. Like I said, just want you guys to actually see what this is all about. So we're going to look up the price of AVAX real quick. And of course, like I said, you can create your own liquidity pair. If you have a token, you can actually create liquidity for your token up here. So do keep that in mind. But again, I'll talk about those things in another video. So definitely like and subscribe to the channel if you're watching from YouTube. Tell a friend if you're watching it from Telegram. And if you're watching it on One Step to Wealth, our actual official website, definitely share with a friend as well. And that would be 1s2wtv.blockchain. Now, I just want to look at the base price of Avalanche, really. So I'm going to just go to trade, and then I'm going to we'll put USDC here. And this is not my touch screen, so I can't touch the screen. I'm not on that desktop. All right. So here we go. And USDC would be the same as US dollars, US dollar coin. That's what it stands for, the ticker symbol. AVAX stands for Avalanche Network. That's the ticker symbol. And right now it's sitting at $19.60 per token. So my purpose of getting into the price of the token, right? We want to understand, okay, what is AVAX? First of all, what is AVAX? Why you want to know about it? And then we'll go ahead and jump over to mining it, okay? So we're looking at AVAX here. That's the price. Next, I'm going to go over let's see, AVAX in a whole. So we're going to pull it up here. So we're going to go to avax.com here, Avalanche Create Without Limits, okay? All right, Avalanche Multiverse, okay? So you can build now. Definitely a great place for developers if you are a developer. If you're not and you want to be, I definitely have programs that will help you on your journey towards becoming a dev or self-taught dev. You do not have to go to college for that. Education should be free and is free. So at the end of the day, don't let anybody tell you that just because you learned on your own, or you learned from practicing and everything like that, you didn't sit there and read. Well, you probably did read the same books that they read. And there's no way that someone can downplay somebody else because they went and paid to go to school versus someone else who put their time in. So it was time versus money for that particular person. So don't ever let anybody tell you that just because you didn't pay to go to school that you didn't learn the same things that they learned, or even more. So, you're only learning from a textbook when you're in school, but you actually have hands-on experience. That person might have way more know-how than the person who just learned through the textbook and took a couple tests and never had any hands-on experience whatsoever. So they don't really have that. They don't have the ability to solve problems yet because they haven't gotten their hands dirty in that field. So unless you've went through the internship, I would say you probably got a little bit more experience, but that's only the difference between somebody who just jumped in and had been doing it for 20 years and never went to school versus somebody who went to 3 to 4 years of college and they're just now looking for a job in that field. They're going to be wet behind the ears and don't know much. So you're going to have to learn all the experiences that come with that position. But anyway, moving right along. The Avalanche Foundation launches its incentive program focused on accelerating the adoption and growth of its novel subnets. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I got enough. Give me a second, 2 seconds. Jeez. All right. The premier scaling solution for Web3 apps. All right, and we're talking about this simple old AVAX here. If you want to learn more about it, go to avax.network. You can learn all about that. Do your due diligence, please. Don't take my word for it just because I love this token. But I've been using the things that I talk about. I've been using them for quite some time. So, and I use them to move money all around the different networks and transact and do business and things of that nature. So I get my hands dirty with whatever I talk about. If I haven't used it, I'll tell you I haven't done anything on it yet, and I'm really working on it or doing a video soon. So always note I'm trying to stay up to date and keeping you guys informed and showing you the skin in the game. So let's get into what Avalanche does. So scale with subnets, empowering anyone to build custom blockchains. Let me say that again. Empowering anyone to build custom blockchain networks, optimized to fit all of your project's needs. Subnets are seamlessly interoperable with the broader Avalanche ecosystem. Don't compete with other apps for network resources and can scale infinitely. Launch your subnet. So we'll get into this on another episode of subnets and why we do this, and it goes into gaming and things like that. So if you're a gaming fanatic, stay tuned for those videos. We're going to get into that a little bit more, and we'll talk about I'll actually try and get some guests on the show that are into gaming or into just learning and how their experience is and going forth with that journey. So let's go. We're not going to go into developers. We would go into individuals. So we just talked about subnets, right? And then, developers right here would be validators, of course, validating the network and building on the network. The individuals. So we got solutions, AVAX wallet, and the Explorer there. And taking a look at the ecosystem, which is on core.app, discover. So these are all different. You can submit a project or browse the other projects that are on the Avalanche network. And see, like I said, once you have your own network, this is a network of other different companies, other different ideas and projects. So the world is expanding beyond Web 2, which is what we typically know. But Web 3 is something so much more, and it just gives you so much more opportunities to live your dream. Whatever you ever wanted to be, it's available at your fingertips right now. If there was ever an idea you had in your mind, you can go for it. And there's other networks that I talk about that really allow you to get into these types of avenues if you've always ever had the want to. But like again, I'll save that for another show because we can go on all day about that. There's just so much to show. So many more videos to do showing this and talking about this type of thing. So, like I said, I'll just keep it to the topic of what we're on today, but do let you know that we do discuss a lot of different topics and show a lot of different things that you just don't see on every channel. Okay, so of course we said subnets. They got projects, culture, DeFi, education, enterprise, exchange, gaming, infrastructure, launching soon, subnets, tools, and wealth management. So you have a whole bunch of things here, and if you're working on a project, do submit it to the AVAX network. They will definitely cheer you on. They have a Twitter, and they're heavily active on Twitter and things like that. VP&D was a very big project on the AVAX network. I definitely was talking about that very heavily. Made some good money, made back all my investment and then some with that. And I'm still mining to this day on my computer. I mean, sorry, not on my computer, but it's mining inside of my it's a node. So basically you can set it up. It doesn't matter where you set it up from because the MetaMask wallet goes everywhere. That's the thing. The MetaMask wallet, you can pull it up on desktop or on your mobile phone. So you can look at your miner anywhere. So once you set up the miner, which is a smart contract, it's actually an NFT. Now, it wasn't an NFT at the beginning, but we voted on this because that was the way to make it sustainable and to also show proof that you have a node. So when you look in the wallet, now you see an NFT, but the NFT is representative of your node holder or node owner and how much of that node you actually own. And also you can sell your nodes and things like that. And there's also way more things that's going on their network, but their network is built off the Avalanche network. So that's amazing. An ecosystem built off another ecosystem, which stay tuned. You may see some other things pop up, maybe from us too. You never know. So just keep your eyes open, do your due diligence, do your homework, and always stay tuned to One Step to Wealth TV because we always bring you wealth building ideas and things you can do every day to take that one step to wealth. So let's get into what I want to show you as well. Yeah, if you hit the build now, you can launch your own decentralized application. You can launch your subnet, mint a token, integrate and exchange, or have developer documentation. Also, stay in the loop by giving your trusty dusty email address, and you can always stay informed on what's going on with Avalanche. And I do recommend them because I'm doing my things with them too, you know. But there's some things I won't be revealing just yet because of sensitive information. Can't do that just yet, but stay tuned. So we have talked about Avalanche, and let me do one more thing before that. Is I wanted to also let me see. I wanted to pull up what a subnet was and just so yeah, that's what I'll do. Sorry. Let me see. What is a subnet? Let's see. What is a subnet? Okay, so a subnet or subnetwork is a segmented piece of a larger network used to make networks more efficient. So what I was saying is the fact that how we have VPND, right, is ran off of the AVAX network. So that is a sub network. It's a network that runs off of another network. It falls within the class A, B, or C range and consists of is it 16777 Well, I'm not going to read out that whole number. Is that? I'm sorry. My eyes are a little blurry over here. Yeah. So 250 and the 256 address. It's the 65536 and the 256 addresses in total. All right. It is used for sending data from one computer to another over the internet. And that's really what it is. It's just super, super, super easy to understand. You're sending data, guys. Like, let's not make crypto more complex than it actually is. Like, it's really not that difficult to understand or wrap your head around. You've been using it the whole time. I just want to tell you, you've been using it the whole time. If you have a bank account, if you got a Cash App, you got a PayPal, you got a Stripe, you got a Square account, any of those things, any type of payment, Zelle, whatever. If you use those, you've been using crypto the whole time. Newsflash. Yes, I know I just blew your mind off. Boom. Yes, I did. I'm sorry, but I just had to keep it real with you. They're gonna make this seem like, oh, this is just new technology. No, it's not. It's been around since the very first computer, the old ancient archaic computer that was built. They started the banking system when they started a digital banking system, and they wanted to use routing numbers and checking numbers and all that stuff, and ACHs and e-checks and all that stuff. Just checks in general. That's all the stuff is. A ledger is the same thing as a bank book ledger. It is where you record your, debits and debits, credits, deposits, and withdrawals. That's it. That's it. Here's another definition for you, of course. A subnet or a subnetwork or subnet is a logical subdivision of an IP network. The practice of dividing a network into two or more networks is called subnetting. Computers that belong to the same subnet are addressed with a identical most significant bit group in their addresses. Okay, so I'll get into that more when we start talking about what an IP address is and how to break that down, all the things like that. So, but in the IP address number, the internet protocol, or I would say your intellectual property is also the other name I call it. Okay, because it's your ideas and everything gets stored on a computer, and that's basically what it really is. Same initials, different meaning. Okay, so we got into that. Easy peasy. Next thing is now we're going to get into putting this puppy on our computer, right? So with this, I'm just going to let you know that I already, with this, I have already put the algorithm. I have Phoenix Miner on my desktop, on this laptop here, which would be this one. But let's see. So you would go to unmineable.com. That's the website. Once you go to unmineable.com, I actually go just straight to this is the start button. So you click on the start button. It's welcome. I've already signed up with the account and have an account and everything like that. So it's real simple to set it up real quick. And then you want to decide what you want to get into as a coin. Click the get started button if you are new to this and you don't know what to do. Then it'll walk you through what to mine, what to download. My least experience of having any issues. Hold on a second. All right, so let me see. I believe that this one right here, I believe I was having some sort of issue, but this is like the new download. So I went through this whole process, and that's kind of the reason why I got kind of stuck for 3 days or so. But it was a brand new PC, so you have to take off security. This has McAfee on it, so I had to disable the McAfee firewall, and then also your Windows Defender, which is another firewall that's built into Windows operating system. So you have to take that off as well in order to get this to work, because they put in so many blockers and red flags, which will send it straight to a quarantine folder, which won't allow your computer to mine. So you have to know to turn those things off before you can put this up here. Well, you'll run into the problem as it's downloading, and you'll wonder, why did it stop downloading? Why did it pause? So there's a few things you have to do in order to make it keep going through the process. Excuse me. So the base version is the version that I have on this desktop here. I tried this one, and that's where I ran into problems. Not really sure why. But like I said, when I do more in-depth videos of doing that, you'll see me troubleshooting and stuff like that. So this is what you will download, right? And if you need to walk through, like I said, this will walk you through it all the way from beginning to end without having to worry about knowing what you're really doing. But if you want to just get started, by all means, get started. So I would enter my address here. So let me go grab that real quick. Let's see. I don't know why I don't see it here. That's interesting. Hold on. Maybe I didn't send it over. Okay, it is there. I see it. Okay, so I'm going to copy that and I'm going to bring it here and paste my wallet address here. And it's going to pull up the search for it, right? And it shows that I don't have anything done for it yet. So I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to do it on the C chain. But let me go back to the start. And what I did was I picked the token, which was over here in the corner, right? Because the other video I showed you guys, I was on Casper. So Avalanche, right? And I'm on you can either use the ETC hash or the ETH hash algorithm, which is basically going to, I believe this will walk you through it. Now, understanding this for mining with graphic cards. Okay, so I'm going to use my GPU to do this, which is I have a graphics card in here. There's a GeForce RTX in here, so it'll allow me to mine faster than the CPU. But if you're going to mine with your CPU, I'll slide it on over here, or SHA-256 ASIC miner. Let me see. I don't see. Hold on. CPU. To mine Avalanche with your CPU here, you would be using the random X algorithm. Average time between rewards is about 6 minutes. So it takes about 6 minutes to find a block to reward you. The last block was found in 12 minutes ago. The mining fee would be 1% unless you use my, when you're setting it up, if you use my referral code, you get 0.25% off of the fee. So you'll only be paying 0.75% of the fee. And if you can get more referral codes, the better. So the supported networks is AVAX, the AVAX C network, which is the C chain, and then you have the BSC B20 chain as well. So you'll get payouts quicker if you use the C chain versus the BSC chain, the Avalanche chain versus the BSC chain, which is Binance. So you only need, well, I'm sorry, no. The Binance would be cheaper than AVAX, but it's 0.15 AVAX on the C chain before you can cash out, which that means 0.15. And then if you were getting paid out BSC, then it would be 0.25. And this would go directly into your wallet. So that's how I'm going to show you. And of course, referral code, like I said, earn passively from your referral. So every time somebody uses your referral, this is what you're going to earn, but they're getting that discount. So they're not paying the fees, but you also earn 0.25 in mining rewards as well. So it's the give and take, and I love it. So yes, definitely do your due diligence, guys, on that. Reward somebody for helping out and help somebody out and get paid same time. So let's go back to 3 gigabyte CPUs, GPUs, I'm sorry, 3 gigabyte GPUs, because we don't really want to use up all our gigabytes doing this. But this just lets you know that even if you have an 8 gigabyte computer where it only has that much random access memory available for you, which means the amount of memory your desktop is using to open your applications and keep your applications open and running. 8 gigabyte really ain't a lot. 4, most of them can run off of 4, but you can't have a whole bunch of things going or it'll start freezing up real bad. So if you notice that your computers are freezing up real bad, it's probably you got too many windows open or you got too many things running in the background on your task manager that need to be shut off. So 3 gigabytes, I think, is pretty good minimal usage, and you can still do a whole bunch more on your computer while this is mining in the background, mind you. All right, and the average time between rewards is 3 minutes. Last one was 2 minutes ago. and 1% fee, of course, which is pretty much everything, but same payouts, nothing different. So we're going to use the ETH hash algorithm because I already have it here. And then what we'll do is we'll just say, get started with our wizard. And the wizard walks you right through it. If you're more advanced and you're a tech a little bit and you know how to find all these things and everything, do that. But if not, you go through the basic, it gets you right through there. Pick whether you want to use your central processing unit, which would be like, say you have a Intel i5 core processor, okay? That's what they're talking about, the CPU, the core processor. So CPU stands for central processing unit. And graphics card, GPU stands for graphics. It's a graphics processing unit, okay? So it processes the graphics on your computer. VM, stuff like that, VMware, all that stuff like that. It's the visual that you see. So I'm gonna just pick this one because it's that's what I have, and I'm going to use that one because it's faster. So you would pick your mining algorithm, which we're going to use this one because it's recommended and it's faster, and I already have it. So we'll pick the token next. Put my mining address here, so Control V because I already have it in my clipboard. And it also tells you how to create a MetaMask wallet, how to create a Trust wallet. These are the other two wallets that you would have that are very trusted to use AVAX with, or storing or doing any types of transactions like this that have to do with smart contracts and things of that nature. So, yep. And then you hit next. Next, I'll put my, there is a referral code I have from somebody else, so I'm going to use that now. So I can get my, I think that's it. Let me see something real quick. My bad, y'all. I gotta make sure. Okay, BXXT. I'm so wrong on that one. Okay, let me make sure one more time. Okay. So if you don't have a referral code, you continue with that. But like I said, I actually inside of the VIP space, I dropped it in there. So if anybody needs it and you're a VIP member, it's already in there today. I dropped it in there today. So if you need it, it's in there. But if you're not a VIP member, I think you need to be one. All right, come on, get over there. Because like I said, access, just access alone is free right now. So if you are not a member, get yourself on in there, because when the token gating begins, you're going to have to get the NFT to get the access. You feel me? You feel me? I know you feel me. We're protecting privacy around here. Next. So I already have this miner running or whatnot, but this would be something that you would put inside of the folder. You would download this, and so it says right here, you finished. You can now start mining. Simply download the auto-generated bat slash dot bat slash dot cs sh file and run it inside of your miner file directories, depending on the miner you choose. So I already have. Let me see. So you would download the bat file, right? And I do not have the proper, hold on. Gee willikers. Let me see something. I think, no, I didn't do that. Okay. So I'm going to go into the folder that I have up here, which should be my unMineable folder. And then you're going to put it in the Phoenix Miner folder, right? Now I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find the exact folder that I had. So we're going to go. And then I'll place it in here. Yep. And then there should be no problems with that at all. So we'll look into the downloads and make sure nothing paused. It was good. Okay, we can close that window. And now let's see. Now trying to see if I got it started or not. I'm not exactly particularly sure. I don't think it is started yet because it doesn't say I have any workers online. Okay, so we'll come here and this is enabled. Let me see. Go back. All right. So I believe with this one, I tried that last time too, and I didn't get a result with this, but when I went advanced, that's when I got my result. And I still picked the same thing. I picked the same card, token, all that. Put my address here. Okay, I did that. I picked that. I named it. Underscore AVAX. So that's why I'll just name it that. I'm going to give it referral code again. Oops. Oh. Okay. And like I said, I already got the miner, so that's not what I need. I already been with that. So this should already be somewhere. I got the file. Let's see. Trying to figure out why this is doing that. This is the only issue that I run into is making sure that it started up, and then that's about it. But once you have it started, it just keeps going and going and going. So, all right, I'm trying to find out why it doesn't have any hashers going. No workers. That's interesting. Okay. Getting started. So I know we got that part accomplished. To start, use incompatible mining software and connect to any supported pools. You can find some examples in the start option. You could also share your referral code and start earning right away. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this here. So, went to the start. I'll go through this. And I went through both. So, it should be mining something. I wouldn't want to say CPU because I don't want to do that. Let me try it. Let me try this one. I'm going to try the hash, ETH hash. I think I did ETC hash. Now I'm going to do ETH hash. Let's see how it comes out about. And if I'm still having problems, then I will definitely do a follow-up video on how this worked out here. So when downloading or running a bat file on Windows, let me see, learn how to fix the restrictions. Let me double check that. That gives me a good idea. All right, so if you're on Windows 11, you hit the little Windows button, and then you would say Windows Defender Wall. Yo. Oh my God. Yep. Oh, that's not it. Actually, you're going to go to settings. So you put Windows Defend, but you're going to go to Windows Security. That's where you're going to go. Windows Security and excuse me. Virus protection. Ransomware protection. Or manage ransomware protection. Make sure that that is control folder access is off. Let me see. We'll definitely go inside of the McAfee app to make sure nothing's on, nothing got put into the quarantine folder over here. Okay, nothing's in there. Firewall is off. Okay, so nothing's going on inside of there. And manage the settings of that. Exclusions. You would go down to the exclusions and then you say yes. And what you're going to do is you're going to add that. I think you should add the file. You want to put that in your exclusion so it's not being blocked from starting up. So I'm going back to where I downloaded it. It's in my unMineable folder. So you see how this is in here? The bat file. That's the same type of file you need to make inside of here. A little too loud, guys. All right, so Now to make this file, what you have to do is you're going to have to create a text document to do this. Just give me a second here. I'm trying to look at this. Actually, no. Once you downloaded that BAT file, right? I need to take this one out. It's not supposed to be in here. It's supposed to be out here. That's where it's supposed to be. Sorry. So it should be on the outside just like this other one, right? And now it should be, I think, proper. And what I'm going to do, simply you right click, say run as administrator. Then you say more info and run anyway. There we go. And boom shakalaka, it should be going. I believe we have liftoff. So actually the unMineable folder is already in exclusion, so everything should be good. So you would put the path to this whole unMineable folder in all actuality is in exclusion. So anything that goes into that mining file right there, that mining folder should be excluded as an exclusion to do not block it in any way. So with that being said, now I need to find out what's up with my miner and see if it's going. Okay, so the address and so there's a lot of stuff going on this on the Avalanche network now. Let's see. Oh, that's all me. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to figure out why it's not showing me. My rewards coming up soon. I don't know how fast this thing moves. We got the pending balance here. In any case, please make sure that you can receive your coins in the same exact address on the new network chain you are switching to. You may lose your funds when processing a payout. Sadly, we are unable to refund any coins that leaves our platform. All right, so no, honestly speaking, I think I'm supposed to do something even more than that to this address too, I think. Interesting. Yeah, so my bad. When I put my address in here, if you have a referral code, you can lower your mining fee. So you have to put it in like this. So oopsie daisy. Let me get my stuff together. All right, let's try and go back to the address again, see something. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put AVAX, all caps, AVAX, colon, wallet address, and then it's going to be another colon at the end. And then it would be your code. So I'm putting in the code now. And make sure, just for case sensitive purposes, make sure that it is properly written out the same way you see it. Case sensitive. Case sensitivity. Oh, it says error occurred. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I gotta play around with some things. This would be me, switching, trying to use something else. So, says your address and your worker name. Oops. Okay, my bad again. Not that name. I need my worker name. So whatever I set this up to work, the name as. Oh gosh. The thing is, well, let's try this. I'm gonna go through it one more time, and I don't know if I should do equal. AVAX, putting in wallet address number, colon, worker name. So I'm gonna name it after my computer. Let me see. Home and HP AVAX underscore AVAX. Shit. AVAX. And then I put, yeah, that's right. Okay. Hold on. That's kind of weird, but okay. All right. I think you got to do the same thing. You can't change the name of it or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. I'll try this. So actually, you guys get to see the whole troubleshooting that has to go down when you're doing this. All right. So now that I've finished, yada yada yada. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna go ahead and let that start and keep going. Let me see. Okay, so I got that. And what if I did continue that? I know you could always edit that in. But see, I have all this right here. I don't understand. Other than the fact that I'm waiting on a pop-up. No, the right network. But I don't know what is the issue. So I'm going to have to do my research and find out why I'm having an issue here. Unless I need to point it to the CPU because the GPU is using something. but I will have to figure that out. But I have this one running, which is running off of the GPU right now. So let me try one more thing before I get out of here. Let me see. We're going to go with random X CPU. And in order to do that, I would actually have to download that algorithm, don't I? Yep. I'm going to have to. So yeah, if you want to do that, then you have to download the mining files onto your desktop, right? And then set up a start bat file. And then there's a few other headaches. All worth it though. But I will leave that for another video in doing all of that, because it does take up some time, and I want to be very clear about how we go about getting these folders onto your desktop, what you're turning off so far as firewalls and things like that, and all the importance of all of that stuff, so I can get better into that. But this is what I was trying to get it to do, was switch over from mining one token to mining another, which I'm not sure if it is or if it's not. It does not. I don't see anything coming up saying that it is mining it, so I'm going to look that up and see what the issue is when we have a problem of that nature. You went through the whole steps and you don't see it. What do you do? It's looking. So, all right. Well, I'll wrap this up for here, and I will bring back another video. Once I get this figured out, I will do a follow-up video on what is the issue and how do you fix it. So stay tuned for that video. And as you see, we walk through the steps of this, and this we have a problem. So now we're gonna come back with a video of how to troubleshoot this. So stay tuned on One Step to Wealth TV. And this has been an educational service announcement on how to set up your computer, your laptop, to mine AVAX with the CPU or GPU. So we'll catch you on the next one. And the next one's going to be talking about how to troubleshoot this issue that we're ending off with right here. So we still have our cost for mining, but at this time, we haven't gotten our GPU to switch over to mine AVAX instead. So stay tuned for that video on the next one.
Freedom. You must train your imagination by fully understanding the workings of your mind.